Hey, I'm Kalash, and today I'm making Rat King. I started by making a foil potato and covering it with polymer clay. I have a lot of ideas for my next projects, but I couldn't get this fat rat out of my mind, so I pushed everything else aside and made one for myself. After adding its little head, I gave it some stubby arms. Smoothed them into the rest of the body and added the roll of fat to form a cute rat double chin. Shaped the nose and mouth and added some pre-baked eyeballs. I started slowly adding fur texture along the way because I knew if I had to do the whole body at once, I would go insane. I then made some ears and it's slowly turning into a rat rather than a big blob. I rolled out little fingers and then kind of just squished them onto the hand. While looking at pictures, I got a bit freaked out just by how human their tiny hands actually are. Added little knee bumps and continued texturing until there was nowhere to hold the rat anymore without ruining everything. Also rolled out some fingers for the feet and squished those on. Then I made a rat tail and used one of my tools to give it some texture. After that, I stuck a toothpick in the tail so it holds better onto the body. Lastly, I added nails to the little hands and feet. For the crown, I rolled out the clay ring, baked it, and then added some more strips on top. I also made these flower-like details to make it look more fancy and some other little things. I rolled out some cheese and cut a few smaller cheese pieces as well. For the base, I used some thin wooden sticks. Cut them to the size I liked and added a bunch of damage and wood grain texture. To stick them together, I used some white glue in the seams and also a few other wood pieces on the back. I painted all the wood in a brown color and went over it with a dark wash. Afterwards, a bit of dry brush and it's done. The rat fur got a few layers of grey, and everything else was painted light pink. Rats have very thin short hairs on their tails, ears, and hands, so I went over the pink with a grey dry brush. Painted the nails, and it's time to head over to Dry Brush Paradise. All the fur details get hit with a lighter grey. Then it's time to paint the eyes black and finish the eyes and nails with a gloss varnish. About 20 layers of yellow paint later, and we finally got us some cheese. I've heard that using red as a base for gold gives it a warmer color, so I did just that and covered it with gold paint. I took some of these golden balls and glued them all over the top of the crown with some super glue. Painted the bottom details red and covered them with gloss varnish. Now all that's left is to crown the king. I glued the rat down along with all of its cheese. At this point, I was really excited thinking that it's already done, but I forgot that I still need some whiskers. I took some LEDs and stripped the wires. They are very thin but hold shape, so they worked perfectly. They are pretty fragile though, so I had to be extra careful. After gluing them in with some super glue, I painted them with black and white. And that's it. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!